morning. How are you? I'm happy that everybody is fine. Welcome to our English class for grade 10. Please let me introduce myself. My name is Noor Yanti Aziza, and you may call me Miss Auntie. We will study English for grade 10. And today, before we start, I'd like to ask you some questions related to our material today. Well, students, please take a look at this picture. What picture is it? Yeah, that's right. It's a picture of an athlete. What kind of athlete? Very good. He is an athlete of athletic. Very good. Who do you think is a great athlete in Indonesia? Well, one of you already mentioned Bambang Pamungkas. Okay, so you must like football. And can you mention a great athlete from abroad? Very good. Well, one of you just mentioned Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, students, do you believe that sports shape our virtues or values? Agree? Yeah. So, doing the training make great athletes develop the traits to develop the virtue or moral. Well, today we are going to learn about sports as our theme, and the sub-theme is a great athlete. In this lesson, we are going to listen to the description of athletes in a monologue and in conversations. And we also will talk about photographs of athletes and the sports they play. And the last, we will learn the traits that an athlete should have. Let's study. Well, students, let's start our lesson by looking and discussing. And let's take a look at this picture. Well, you can pay attention to the ball that the man is having on. So the ball is in his hand. And pay also attention to the position of the body. You may guess kinds of sports that the person is playing by um, analyzing the position of the body. Okay, that's good. You are right. The answer is silhouette of a basketball player. Next, let's move on to the next picture. Who is he? What kind of athlete is he? You can also pay attention to the racket. You got the idea already? Yes. He's a badminton player and his name is Anthony Sinisuka Ginting. Next, let's move on to the next picture. Okay. Pay attention to the person. Who is she? What kind of athlete is she? She's in the position of going up, move forward, and she's depending on her hands. Her hands should be strong. Okay, very good. So she is a rock climber, and her name is Arisusanti Rahayu. Anyone familiar with her? Okay, that's okay. Now let's move on to the next athlete. Who is she? What kind of athlete is she? Pay attention to the thing that is the person lifting. Yeah, it's a Lifter. She is a lifter, a height lifter. Windy Chantika Aisa. Let's move on. This game, the sport is very common in Indonesia and very famous in the world. Yes, he is in the world, and the position of the ball is on the foot. That's right. He is Bo Solosa, a footballer. Are you a fan of him? Okay, next. We are going to go on to the next activity. We have already observed some pictures and we also guess the name of the athletes and also the sports that they are doing. We are going to play a game. Here are the steps. It takes only around 3 minutes. So sit in small groups. One student thinks of one famous athlete. The other members of the group take turns asking close ended questions. Keep asking until someone guesses the name of the athlete correctly. Have another round with a different student thinking of a different athlete. Okay? So you have only 3 minutes. Then I'll be around to see the activity and your activeness. Well, students, we have done the guessing game in small groups. Now let's move on. Let's learn more the traits in the vocabulary bank. Traits, yep, means sifat. Very good. Then you may take a look at there are some traits that a great athlete should have. The first one, perseverance and determination. The second is diet. Pay attention to the word because later I'm going to show you some gist, information or picture to help you to guess one of the trait taken from this vocabulary bank. Enjoying the competition, body weight and height, training, personality, good body coordination, grit, and good sports. Oh, sorry, good sportsmanship. Now let's start. It's continued effort. What kind of trait that we have already seen in the previous PPT? Okay, that's right. Perseverance. Perseverance. Well, perseverance means ketekunan. Sorry. Let's move on. It's the ability to continue trying to do something, although it's very difficult. Remember, the word that we are going to take is only the word taken from the vocabulary bank. Yep, it's determination. Determination, do you know what it means? Okay, kebulatan tekad. So, as a great athlete, so you must have a determination. Let's move on. When someone eats less food or only particular types of food because they want to become thinner or for medical reasons, then you may know this kind of trait. What is that? Very good. Diet. Most of you can answer because it's very easy. Diet. Are you having a diet? Okay. Now let's move on. Yep, the amount that someone weighs. Easy, I know. Body weight. Berat badan. Then let's move on. The distance from the top to the bottom of something or the quality of being tall. Yeah, it's body height. Again, we move on. A willing to get pleasure from competition. Sing again. Remember? This word is taken from the vocabulary bank that I showed you earlier. Well done! Enjoying the competition is the right trait. Next, the type of person you are, which is shown by the way you behave, feel, and think. Sometimes the person is extrovert, introvert, very friendly. Okay? Yes. Very good. You know that. Personality. What else? Let's move on. The process of learning the skills you need to do a particular job or activity. Look at the picture to help you to guess the word. Yep, that's right. It's training. Okay, training. Now, look at the picture to help you to guess. The ability to make your arm, legs, and other body parts move in a controlled way. Okay? Yes, one of you already mentioned one of the words. Okay, there are two words that you have to use. Very good. There are three words. Good body coordination. When you behave in a fair and respectful way towards the opposing team or player when playing sports, you must have this kind of trait. You can take a look at the picture. Even though the person or maybe the boy lost, but he give his hand to show this kind of trait. Very good. Good sportsmanship. In Indonesia, we can say it's sportive. Yeah? Are you having a good sportsmanship already? Okay, we are learning to have this kind of trait. Now, this is, I think, the last word. Bravery and determination despite difficulty. Yes, this is the last word. It's greed. What does it mean? Yep, you are right. Tabak. As a great athlete, you must have this kind of trait. Greed. Ketabahan. Okay, then let's write. As a group, write the traits of the athlete that were mentioned earlier. Add those traits to the vocabulary box here. Remember, we just review and repeat the same vocabulary related to traits. Perseverance and determination. What else? Yes, it's related to food. Very good. Diet. And can you mention another trait? It's the feeling that you like this kind of competition. Yep, enjoying the competition. Next, oops, yeah, it's body weight, and height. What else? It started with T. Yeah, you are right. It's training. Training. Okay. I can mention some of the example. Extrovert, introvert, confidence. Yep, personality. Personality. Okay. Then what else? Yeah, it's good body coordination. Two more? What else? Okay, great. And the last, remember a picture of a boy is giving his hand even though the boy lost. Yep, it's good sportsmanship. In Indonesia, it means sportive. Well, students, did you enjoy the activities? Yeah, agree. I did enjoy the activities that we have done today. Well, in these activities, we have done some activities related to listening to the description of athletes in a monologue and in conversations. And then we also talk about photographs of athletes and the sports they play. And the last, we also did activities to learn traits that an athlete should have. By doing all the activities, you got all the target of the lessons today. For the next meeting, please prepare yourself to have some reference of vocabularies related to traits and a great athlete because we are going to continue to read a specific text related to a great athletes and sports. Thank you.